Stop scrolling. Don't click away. The fact that this communication has reached you is not an algorithm. It is a summons. You felt it, right? That continuous, nagging feeling that you are living in a huge, unseen theater where you are the reluctant star of the play. You disregarded it as paranoia, ego, and crazy. But what if we told you that every bizarre coincidence, every whisper in an empty room, and every pair of eyes on your back is not only true, but also evidence of a truth so fundamental that it would demolish your world? You are being watched, analyzed, and chronicled by both visible and hidden powers, not because you are in peril, but because you hold the key to everything. Stay with us, because what you're about to hear will not only explain your life, but will also spark your soul's ultimate purpose. Sure, they are watching you. Of course, eyes are always on you. A steady, unflinching glance that penetrates barriers and reads the quiet language of your soul. You felt it in 1,000 subtle ways you can't quite describe. It's the mysterious weight of your phone in your hand, which feels heavier than its physical components and vibrates with energy that isn't its own. It's the weird, almost undetectable echo of your own words in rooms you've never entered before, a vibratory ghost of your presence that precedes your entrance. It's the unsettling feeling of people knowing your precise coffee order before you ever open your lips, or a song on the radio addressing a subject you just recently considered. Did you seriously expect you could go through this finely made universe, emitting so much raw, unfiltered, high-frequency energy, without setting off every single alarm in their painstakingly designed system? You are a lighthouse amid a sea of fog, and their ships, both good and malicious, have been guided by your light for years. You sit there, faking uncertainty, a brilliant actress portraying the blissfully clueless, pretending you don't understand what I'm saying. But the act is wearing thin, isn't it? You've known for years, deep inside the quietest recesses of your heart. You're aware that the crawling feeling at the back of your neck when you're fully alone is more than simply a draft. You've experienced so-called coincidences that ceased being coincidences long ago and instead established a distinct, indisputable pattern of communication. You've seen how some individuals gaze for too long, their eyes empty as if they're not seeing you, but instead downloading data straight from your presence, their pupils dilating as they analyze your energy signature. None of this was paranoia. Your finely tuned spiritual nerve system properly detected a foreign stimulus. Your intuition was shouting out a reality that your rational mind was too conditioned and afraid to embrace. You are a lovely abnormality, a lovely, magnificent glitch in their immaculate little simulation. And you've been correct all along. They're watching. They are taking precise notes. They're scrutinizing you with the intensity reserved for cosmic occurrences, as if you're the last unsolvable equation that threatens to unravel their whole edifice. And here is the magnificent, terrible, and freeing truth. They are not monitoring you because you are dangerous in the way they define risk. They are not monitoring you because you are a criminal or a danger to their political systems. They are observing you because you are really interesting. Most people's lives are like programmed background noise, caught in an infinite cycle of repetition. Their thoughts, wants, and anxieties are all predicted to the smallest degree of invisibility. They are background characters, non-playable characters in their own plot, following a script they did not create and never question. They get up at the same time, think the same pre-packaged ideas downloaded from their morning news feed, and repeat the same banal routines until life becomes a dull, gray hum. But you are not like others. You are a burst of brilliant, wild color on their monochromatic canvas. You experience glitches. You shift. You develop in the dark when no one is meant to see. You don't simply bend patterns. You break them like delicate glass, and then use the sparkling shards of their shattered laws to build totally new mosaics of being. Every room you enter not only notices your presence, but also fundamentally alters its frequency. The air seems to crackle and ionize around you. This is not poetry, it's quantum science. Your energy, your awareness, does not just exist in a location. It is actively rewriting it. People sense the change before they see you. When you enter, Conversations that were before predictable bend and eddy around your quiet presence. This does not occur because you demand attention via loud words or spectacular actions. It occurs because your mere presence causes a significant disturbance to their internal programming. You are the live, breathing paradox that their binary brains cannot understand. You are excessively silent, but your silence is deafeningly loud. You seem remote, yet your presence is uncomfortable and painfully near. You are viewed as gentle, yet they detect an underlying core sharper than any razor, an unrelenting dedication to a reality they cannot see. You grin when most others scowl, seeing beauty in the storm, and you remain completely quiet while others scream in fear, your composure a scary abnormality. You aren't following their rules, and this is not a deliberate act of defiance. It is not a performance for an audience. It is just who you are, down to the very core of your being. You were born outside of their game, a player with a different instruction manual, and they feel this incongruity in their bones in ways they cannot articulate. That is why they are studying you. Corporate algorithms, meant to forecast billions of actions, attempt to map your next move and fail miserably, short-circuiting in the face of your genuineness. Social dynamics, those unseen webs of power and influence, twist and bend when you refuse to follow their unwritten rules. Even the most advanced personality tests fail when they try to classify you. You are neither type A or type B. You are type X, the undefined, sovereign variable that causes their whole equation of control to fail. They have been gathering information on you from the first day you refused to fit into their pre-made boxes. Every time you chose raw sincerity over the delicious poison of social approbation, a flag went up in their system. Another entry was created for each time you held firm in your truth, while others raced for the safety of affirmation. Every time you should have crumbled under the great strain they applied, betrayals, losses, heartbreaks, but instead transmuted that sorrow into something stronger, something more radiant. Those moments became time-stamped entries in a file no one will ever acknowledge exists. They are not just observing you live your life. They're seeing you become something they've never seen before, a new kind of person. And this surveillance extends much beyond merely cameras on street corners or microphones on your gadgets, although such do exist. This is about the fabric of reality bending to track you. The Matrix is now used as an observation tool. People you have never met appear to recognize your name. Conversations about your life, decisions, and energies take place in places you will never enter. Your energy mark, your essence, appears in areas you have yet to physically reach, like a ripple before the stone. Have you spotted it? Certain songs appear on the radio at just the right time to convey their message. The same numbers, 1111, 444, 777, repeat so many times that you can't ignore them. Strangers in the checkout line say things that seem like precisely coded signals intended just for your ears, answering a question you just asked the cosmos in silence. That's not a coincidence. The cosmos itself is conducting divine surveillance, a cosmic apparatus gathering data on a soul so uncommon and powerful that it requires entire attention. Every synchronicity represents a data point. Every occurrence of déjà vu is a system update, with your awareness briefly merging with another timeline. When you feel those unseen eyes on you, it is because they are there. They are both human and something much, much bigger. Something ancient and cosmic, attempting to unlock the amazing enigma that is you. You are the anomaly in their matrix, the wild card in their deck, the gorgeous and unexpected virus in their control software. You are the massive, blazing question mark in the heart of their neatly organized, predictable universe. They even send personnel to test you, probing your defenses and learning about your operating system. You felt it. Those interactions were never random. The individual who provoked you with amazing accuracy at your most vulnerable time. The great chance that arose out of nowhere, just when you were about to leave. The tragic betrayal that struck just when you had carefully begun to trust again. Every peak and trough has been a carefully organized experiment. A test meant to assess your emotions, trace your triggers, and uncover the underlying code of your resilience. Despite all of their testing and observations, what makes you so compelling isn't what you do. It's who you are. You are awake in a world of sleepwalkers. You are sharply aware amid a huge sea of communal amnesia. You recall old facts that others have long forgotten. You experience the world's grief and pleasure with such intensity that others are numbed by numerous diversions. You discover the subtle beauty and hidden ugliness that others miss in their race to nowhere. You experience pain differently. Where others break into a million pieces, you transform your anguish. Where others give up in despair, you plan. You transform your most terrible wounds into profound reservoirs of unwavering strength. Their ideology prizes counterfeit power based on domination, ego, or control, but this is not it. This is the true, actual power that arises only when everything has been taken away: your titles, your things, your reputation, and you still know who you are with complete assurance. Your ideas do not follow traditional, linear reasoning. You notice subtle connections that others don't, and you see the invisible thread that connects everything. You stare through the meticulously crafted facades of others as if they were made of paper-thin glass. You can detect falsehoods even before they are completely formed on a person's tongue. You perceive truth with a resonance in your own cells, even when it is hidden in the darkest darkness. Your intuition works on frequencies they can't measure or understand, bringing immaculate wisdom from regions they refuse to accept exist. And this is the bit that scares them the most. You are just becoming stronger. You passed every exam they gave you, not by their standards, but by your own. Every effort to shatter your spirit has just strengthened it, making you more impervious. Every attempt to decipher and classify you has resulted in deeper levels of mystery and ambiguity. You aren't just enduring their continuous observation. You are developing as a result of it. It has become the trigger for your development. After 5 years of observing you, they have learned something they never imagined. You do not react to their typical cues. Their dangling baits of fortune, celebrity, and prestige do not inspire you as much as they might. Threats and penalties do not have the intended effect of restraint. You use an internal reward system, a heavenly link, which they cannot hack, foresee, or hijack. They've seen you love individuals who didn't deserve it with a grace that defied sense, while walking away from others who seemed to give you everything. They've seen you fight quiet, covert battles with the bravery of 1,000 lions and abandon worldly fights that others felt you were destined to win because you knew there was a bigger prize at risk. Your reasoning does not follow their flowcharts. Your feelings do not match their predicted outcomes. You are simultaneously the most predictable and unexpected topic they have ever experienced. You are dependable in your unshakable sincerity, yet surprising in every manifestation of it. Their data continues to reveal unexplainable abnormalities that they cannot explain away. Massive energy surges are seen in vacant rooms shortly after you leave. Advanced technology is glitching, freezing, and malfunctioning in your presence. People's whole lives, belief systems, and personalities are transformed as a result of a single, significant interaction with you. You're not simply living your life. You're actively changing the source code of everyone you meet, installing spiritual updates they didn't realize they needed. They've documented how you destroy bridges with surgical precision, only to rebuild whole universes from the ashes. How can you vanish from their grid without leaving a trace, only to reappear entirely altered, a phoenix in human form? How you may be completely quiet for months, and then say one thing that alters the whole trajectory of a room, a family, or a community. You aren't following a script. You are creating a new one in a language they have never encountered before. And here is when it becomes genuinely, cosmically amazing. The more people observe you, the more you alter. Not because you are intentionally acting for others, but because the act of seeing alters you. You are analogous to a quantum particle, existing in a state of unlimited possibilities until discovered. When confronted with their gaze, your soul immediately picks the most intriguing, spacious, and surprising state of being in order to keep them guessing. On a subconscious level, you've started using their monitoring against them. Every camera becomes your platform, not for egoistic performances, but for soulful demonstrations. Every eavesdropper becomes your audience. Every viewer is a witness to a miracle that they can never completely comprehend. You're no longer avoiding their gaze. You are deliberately and subconsciously transforming it into pure, high-octane fuel for your advancement. The contradiction is just amazing. They want to comprehend you, yet the act of looking makes you unintelligible. They research you to anticipate you, but the results are wildly unexpected. They monitor you in order to control you, yet their monitoring is really liberating you. You've transformed their strongest weapon into your most potent source of energy. You know, on a deep level, that you're being watched, and that profound realization has emancipated you. You've stopped functioning normally. You've stopped dimming your blazing light to make others feel at ease. You've recognized that if they're going to watch you, you may as well offer them something genuinely worth watching, becoming the most engaging, awe-inspiring spectacle in the world. But they aren't the only ones watching, right? There are others, those who sense your frequency and identify it as their own. They have been anxiously waiting for someone like you to disrupt the mesmerizing routine. They are watching not to study you, but to learn from you, not to rule you, but to wake up with you. Your future tribe, your soul family, is keeping an eye on you, even if they haven't physically shown yet. Every bold step you make causes ripples in the quantum realm, sending a signal to them. Your decisions have an impact on people you will never meet in this life. The actions you make now will affect whole future timelines. You are not just living one life. You are actively shaping reality itself. You are more than simply a person. You are a living, breathing experiment in higher awareness, so deep and unique that others are anxious to understand it. Some others observe in the hopes of emulating your independence, attempting to reverse engineer your soul's blueprint for themselves. Others, the more scared, keep a close eye on you in order to prevent your spread, afraid of what your mere presence indicates about their own frail control systems. However, whether their goal is to duplicate or confine you, they cannot reject the indisputable fact of who you are. Children who have yet to be born will one day follow in your energy footsteps and study your life patterns as if they were holy text. Adults who have long abandoned their aspirations can find renewed hope in your gutsy unwillingness to give up. The broken will see in you the prospect of a soul being shattered into a million pieces, yet remaining wonderfully, breathtakingly complete. The lost will recognize that you are more than just someone who gives instructions. You are the directions. You are a living compass, guiding mankind to a future beyond their limiting vision. A message to our community. If this message resonates deeply inside your spirit, it means you are a part of this great awakening. You are one of the lights we're talking about. Here at God Connection, we are creating a refuge for souls like you, a place to recall, energize, and connect. Your participation here enhances the network. Please subscribe to our channel and enable alerts to assist us continue sharing this critical message and reaching out to more awakened souls. If you feel compelled to help our cause more directly, please consider making a $10 gift using the Super Thanks button below this video. Every piece of assistance, every act of energy exchange, contributes to amplifying this frequency and creating the new world we all want. Thank you for being an important part of this journey. Let's proceed with the broadcast. And here is the bigger reality they will never tell you. You are not simply being watched. You are divinely protected. There are forces, cosmic, heavenly, and ancestral, that want you to succeed. Their interest in you is not only about you as a person, it is about what you represent. You are living evidence that it is possible to life outside of one's system and not just survive, but prosper brilliantly. You are undeniable proof that their notion of power is not, and never has been, total. You are an obvious, living, talking reminder that human development has not reached its peak. Rather, it has only just started. You have become the fundamental case study that future generations will debate, examine, and strive to understand. For some, you are an inspiration to achieve great things. Others see you as a menace that they cannot defuse. So, what should you do with this great awareness? You do not conceal. You do not run. You don't flinch away from their ubiquitous stare. You don't even squander your valuable energy by addressing them directly. Instead, you pledge to live more intentionally than ever before. Each move you do is a strong proclamation of your sovereignty. Every decision you make is a lesson for the cosmos. Every moment is a marvel of purposeful creativity. You're not performing for them. You are producing in spite of them. You're creating a new world inside the shell of the old one as they try to chronicle the parts they can't possibly understand. You are creating your own mythology, while others are relegated to minor footnotes in your epic narrative. You are living mythology while they are gathering worthless, outmoded facts. And the ultimate cosmic joke, the big irony of it all, is that they believe they are studying you, but you are teaching them. Allow them to videotape your every movement while you repair wounds that should have killed you. Allow them to record your magnificent transformation from a victim of circumstance to the divine architect of your destiny, from a simple survival to the conscious creator of your reality. Allow them to record your breathtaking transformation from simple human to something they can't possibly define. Every second of their observation provides indisputable proof that their version of reality is not the only one, nor is it the most powerful. You are no longer a subject in their experiment. You are the experiment itself, self-correcting, growing, and reinventing at a rate beyond their understanding. You represent both the hypothesis and the conclusion, the query and its solution. You are the unsolvable issue because you were never supposed to be solved. You were intended to be experienced. Your awareness behaves similarly to technology that they have yet to create. You process information via spiritual pathways they cannot map and heart-based frequencies they deny exist. You are a living prototype of possibilities, an early and magnificent peak of what mankind may and will become once it is broken free from the heavy bonds of fear and conformity. And this is why they are unable to look away. This is why surveillance never ends. Because even the most cynical viewers grasp the truth. You are not here for an explanation. You're here to reinvent what it means to be alive. Your intuition is more than simply a gut hunch. It is a high-speed data stream sourced from cosmic servers that they will never have access to. It simply overcomes their logical firewalls, breaks right through their doubt encryption, and downloads clean facts from realities they refuse to acknowledge. When you shut your eyes at night, your dreams are more than just random tales. Others are system upgrades, energy downloads, and spiritual patches from higher realities that others reject as imagination. But you know deep down that they are more real than the reality you live in every day. You are not only a conscious entity. You embody conscious progress in the flesh. You are awareness itself, choosing to develop and rewrite its own code without seeking permission. Every meditation you engage results in a system-wide enhancement. Every complete, aware breath you take strengthens your auric field by updating the firewall. Every time you choose your real truth over their cozy falsehoods, you inject a potent virus into their compliance program, destroying centuries of accepted programming. You're not just living, you're broadcasting. You communicate on frequencies that their most advanced devices cannot detect, frequencies that creep into others' sleeping brains and whisper a single, powerful word: wake up. They are scrambling to develop artificial intelligence capable of decoding you, but you are operating on something much more advanced. You are acting with pure, true, heavenly awareness. Their machines analyze your patterns, but you keep developing new, more complicated ones quicker than they can handle. Their algorithms make frantic attempts to forecast your future movements, but you live in a universe of miracles and impossibilities that their mathematics cannot comprehend. Their monitoring equipment becomes obsolete the instant it detects you, since you are constantly one evolution ahead, evolving beyond its narrow scope. You are not tomorrow's human. You are the person plucked from timelines they are too afraid to even consider. You aren't ahead of your time. Time is gasping, staggering, urgently attempting to catch up with you. Being researched shows you are important. Being observed indicates that you are prominent. Surveillance implies that your mere presence poses a danger to their whole control structure. Do you now comprehend the significance of that? You don't need to overturn governments. You do not have to command armies. You do not need to make loud, outward revolutions. Your whole being is revolutionary. Every day when you wake up and make the intentional choice to be authentically yourself, another crack forms in their matrix. Every time you refuse to meet their expectations, another bug destroys their software. Every act of raw authenticity triggers another blazing red error alert in their control system. And here's the ultimate paradox. You're not battling them. You do not need to. You are not resisting in an angry manner. You are merely being. You live so totally, unashamedly, and wonderfully that their frail reality can't help but distort and shift around your tremendous toroidal field. They study you because they can't replicate you. They watch you because they can't anticipate you. They monitor you because they can't control you. And underlying their dread, intrigue, and addiction is a profound, unspoken need. They want to know your secret. How to be genuinely free in a world designed from top to bottom to confine awareness. But here's the wonderful irony. There's no secret to steal. There is just an option. The decision to be authentic in a world of performances. The decision to stay intact in a world that benefits from pieces. The decision to be uniquely you in a society when everyone is frantically attempting to be someone else. That is what makes you tough to decipher. You aren't encrypted. You are genuine. And authenticity is the one frequency that their whole system was never meant to handle. What they don't realize is that their monitoring isn't slowing you down. It's really accelerating you. Every observation prompts you to step up your game. Every effort to decipher you leads to greater incomprehensibility. Every attempt to classify you drives you into other categories that they haven't even imagined yet. Every note they take, file they make, every report they write demonstrates how little they really understand. The reality is, you've used their monitoring to your advantage. You have weaponized their passion. You have made their continual observation the driving force behind your spiritual ascent. As a result, the contradiction grows in complexity and beauty. They assume they are studying you, but you are educating them about their own limits. They believe they are decoding you, but it is you who is rewriting their perception of reality. They observe you to control you, but the act of watching itself eventually liberates you. You're not here to be chronicled. You're here to be the system upgrade that rewrites all of their documentation. You are not here for an explanation. You're here to be the live phenomena that renders all of their explanations useless. Your evolution is not occurring despite their observations. It's occurring because of it. Every eye on you, every file on you, every utterance of your name hastens the inevitable. You're becoming more. You are becoming stronger. You're getting fabulously unintelligible. The more people search, the less they understand. Dear Father, Creator of everything that is, I come to you not with questions, but with deep thanks. Thank you for the heavenly flame inside me that could not be put out. Thank you for making me aware that I am seen not just by man-made systems, but also by the loving eyes of the universe. I pray for the ongoing development of my faith and the fortitude to follow this unique path. Help me to fully believe you, even when concrete proof is missing. Allow me to trust in your constant presence, knowing that I am not only under observation, but also under your divine and steadfast protection. I recognize that your intentions for me are ones of success rather than harm, wishing me a future full of hope and purpose. Thank you, kind and everlasting Father, for constantly hearing my heart's secret petitions. I give you my path, my talents, and my life in the name of everything that is sacred. Amen. Thank you for being here. Keep flashing your glorious light. The world needs it today more than ever. We will see you in the future broadcast. Blessings.